If you're not ready to go to war here and now, get out. For those who are though, welcome to Epic Survivor Series War Games. We cannot miss massive Big 4 premium event as so many plot twists and storyline extensions will be written. We're getting 2 War Games matches, 2 mid-card title matches and 1 World Championship match. We're getting set for the first War Games match between women. Historically, of course, War Games matches contain babyface teams going to war against heels. And this one is no exception. Bianca, Naomi, Io Sky, Bayley is already crazy team altogether. But the fifth woman is Rhea Ripley, who replaced mysteriously attacked Belair's tag team partner Jade Cargill. They squared off against heel team of women's champion Nia Jax, her two lackeys Candice and Money in the Bank Tiffy, and the Judgment Day of World Crown Jewel champion Liv Morgan and Raquel, two world champions and heel team. Damn! But Rhea's team had the important advantage nonetheless. Bayley and Naomi were enjoying beating down Nia Jax, who brought toilet seat attempting it on Naomi, but got humiliated herself with added stink face. Bam! These women loved using weapons, including many different ones. Nobody cared about any safety. This was unstoppable rampage. There has been so much enough animosity between them on just one brand, be it either Raw or SmackDown. But here it's all combined and stuck together inside one big cage. All armies, the entire women's roster and one match exploding. Ripley took pleasure in beating down all four enemies, but the biggest rivalry in women's division. The heart of the feud was her looking to eradicate her arch-enemy Liv Morgan. The Last Samurai, Io Sky inside Trash Can and Miss Money Tiffany Stratton both took a leap of faith at the same time. Sky is becoming the legend of War Games matches, creating and adding to her legacy in there. It was her 6th War Games match, more than anyone else. So like Kofi Kingston the Royal Rumble. Another highlight showed us Bayley and Naomi powerbombing Jax through the wood. And how did all this mayhem end? Just with two biggest stars swinging on the top rope with Rhea Ripley outplaying Morgan, destroying her with fantastic riptide from up high through the table and pinning World Champion. It took last 7 months of their feud for Mommy to pin Liv, and not even for the title. How long it took, and how much there is left. I think this issue is far from over. I expect some sudden plot twists anyway. All of the biggest women stars, you're looking at them, celebrating on the top of the cage in a classic way. In the next match, the United States Championship was on the line. The just returned challenger Shinsuke Nakamura is now not just still heel, but even much more sinister and dark evil villain than ever. He's all black, hidden, dangerous, with the most depressive new entrance theme song. He did not just outsmart LA Knight for 3 weeks in a row on SmackDowns, but we saw the effects of those mind games here as LA Knight's championship belt fell down on the floor against his will. Nakamura knew what he was doing during the fight. He kept slow methodical pace meanwhile the megastar was hot-headed and frustrated trying to rush it too quick. Of course LA Knight is stronger and a bit more physically superior than Shinsuke, but this evil Japanese guy possesses lethal strikes and ring IQ, which helped them to hold the upper hand. LA Knight was rolling as always, getting closer to victory, but Nakamura took the fight between the rings, went to the ice, utilized Scorpion Death Drop and followed it with Kinshasa to quickly steal the United States Championship, catching LA Knight and everyone off guard. Cody Rhodes destroyed Nakamura easily. Seth Rollins suffered but managed to pull it off and defeat him. But LA Knight crumbled under Shinsuke's mind games for the lack of experience of dealing with this. LA Knight had a bit long title reign, smashing BFTs left and right on everybody, defending his championship many times. But he still didn't have that one important singles feud. And once such feud arrived, he lost his belt immediately on PLE. I'm okay with new super evil Nakamura taking the US title from Knight, but I think it needed to happen a little later, not that fast. This can be over already anyway, so maybe the megastar will get his pound of flesh once he processes the situation and figures out how to deal with this new Nakamura. Anyway, your 3-time United States champ, Shinsuke Nakamura. And guys, it's time. Too late to run now. The most devastating WWE scene ever. Otis exposing himself in front of Maxine wearing just nothing below his belt. No pants, no trunks, nothing at all. I have no idea how he escaped Armageddon at that moment. This was insane. I've seen it all in WWE now. Thanks for blurring it by the way. OT is for undisputed champ. The following chaotic triple threat feud is for the Intercontinental Championship. The Donnybrook Brawler Sheamus takes on elegant European Ludwig Kaiser, takes on pumped up energy supply Braun Breaker. Sheamus was finally looking to pick up the IC title where Kaiser decided to spoil it all. Then Sheamus decided to get his payback on Kaiser. They both won Bronze Championship, so here we are guys. They all went one-on-one against each other many times in recent weeks and months. All these three love to fight and brawl. They enjoy hardcore domination and superiority. And don't forget how polarizing they are together. Face Sheamus, heel Ludwig and twinner Breaker. So much to process. All up to them. And also the match was in the second ring, which made this triple brawl much more chaotic and captivating to watch. After delivering Breakensteiner, the straps came down but he got his head smashed into the steel, what led to beautiful bro kick. It's the last title Sheamus needs. 1, 2. Ludwig Kaiser deprives Sheamus of it once again. What an asshole. They went ballistic against each other meanwhile Braun was recovering. And when he was ready he unleashed his dog, a thunderous devastating spear on Kaiser out of nowhere and hit one more on Sheamus to maintain the Intercontinental Championship. What a much overdue big brawl. Everyone including themselves needed this. They raised each other's game in that fight. Much better than the United States match. Perfect for getting back on track before huge main event matches. So for the World Heavyweight Championship, one-on-one, the SummerSlam rematch between the Archer of Infamy Damian Priest and the Ring General Gunther. You think their build-up to SummerSlam was heated? This time it was even more hostile. They can't stop insulting and fighting each other. Also, considering how the match ended at SummerSlam, we still don't have a clear winner between these two. How many names can you call Damian Priest? We've got Archer of Infamy, Punisher, King of Streets, Demon, Warlock, Rockstar, Outlaw, Bad Guy, and of course El Campeón. They are all justified. This man can stand up and fight for himself. But Gunther disagrees. He would add one more nickname and you know what it is. The King General wanted to prove it once and for all here. This second build-up felt like trying to expose Gunther's weaknesses and insecurities. So I suppose if they are not attempting to bury him, he must rise up, defy all the critics, prove that he hasn't got soft and of course dominate and defeat Damian clean. Gunther's heel gimmick and persona is not about being dirty and coward champion. It should be about as legit, tough and dominant as it gets. Just as with his legendary Intercontinental title run. And in the fight, Gunther was struggling and still looked like a little bit insecure. Priest added some muscle mass and power to his strikes. The champion was frustrated and angry. Couldn't focus 100% but was late in all out destroying and annihilating Priest for a long time. These two colossus found themselves in the top rope and both fell down with impact in a stalemate. What happened was asshole Finn Balor interrupting this masterclass, sticking his nose again. When enough is enough. Shame on them all. Ridiculous. At least Gunther made this stupid idiot pay cause he wanted clean win but only got controversial one after powerbomb and sleeper hold, forcing Damian to pass out. 4 months between those matches and they both ended in a similar controversial way. Balor must pay for it. What a party pooper. As if SummerSlam didn't damage Gunther's coat of dominance. Then again. And who knows for what? There isn't much time left before WrestleMania, and if Gunther is indeed gonna face Brock Lesnar in that super dream match, he should squash guys like Priest by himself on the first try. But of course Balor and Priest are not done. I knew it. We just all forgot. But the Prince warned us. I remember that. Ooh yeah, very nice. Ooh yeah, Jey Uso. Two guys who rule this world in this fantastic commercial. And up next there is only one massive war left upon us. Men's War Games. The two big bloodlines are about to dismantle each other. In the new funny bloodline led by Solo Sikoa, they have one undisputed leader. They are all united. They all 5 came out together. And even though Bronson Reed is not officially part of the group yet, he's fully loyal to Solo and their methods. Look at this guy crawling on those steel walls. How is this a sanctioned match? Does he know the rules? Can he even read them? Is it even a human being or monkey weirdo? We will find out moments later. But the second army in this war is the original bloodline of Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, CM Punk, who loves creating controversy, OTC, Roman Reigns, and the man who had the privilege to came out last the main event, Jey Uso. As you can see, they all entered separately, and except Jey and Sami, there are tensions between all of them, especially between Reigns and Punk. There is no definite leader, no general on this side, and I don't even know Is Jey Uso fucking more popular than Cody Rhodes already? Whenever he appears, fans go nuts cheering and backing this man, like the unstoppable support supply. He's loved by all fans and even colleague peers. Unbelievable. The disaster for OG Bloodline began when the wild animal Jacob Fatu entered the cage. He viciously bulldozed over the OGs with pain and he is the only new Bloodline guy who actually can wrestle. Bravo! And the most viral social moment. Roman Reigns stopped CM Punk from entering for Sami to go. This is the collision of egos for the ages. Changoa, get the tables! And when came the time for Face to end, Reigns wanted to leave Punk behind. But the best in the world heavily pushed him away, getting his revenge. Why wouldn't Reigns want to enter the last fresh man, meanwhile he would use CM Punk, who would get beat up early? No idea. How do you get into the cage with those 4 wild mercenaries? Resourceful Punk knows the answer, introducing the red toolbox, knocking out his enemies with it. Punk stood up even to all 5 summoned barbarians at the same time. What a defiant fighter. The new Bloodline destroyed everybody and locked up the entire cage, trying to prevent Roman Reigns from entering. But the OTC didn't care and still climbed over it to get into this whole mess, standing up to all of them. What a genius move, the cage lock. Nobody knew how he was going to get inside. He picked and healed everybody up, saving them all like the father. And after Paul Heyman settled down the issues between Punk and Roman, the real war match started. The bell rang. Unlike women, who use so many various weapons, these guys barely even touch them by usually fighting with their own fists. Reigns' Punk Fatu solo finisher chaos led to Roman's fatal mistake of spearing CM Punk, as if it hadn't already been bad before. He paid for this, eating someone's spike and barely kicking out. So scary. Jacob botched moonsault, messing up his knee. This is why he doesn't need to do 100 moonsaults in one match. Then Bronson Reed was looking to flatten Roman's skyscraping tsunami, where Punk suddenly saved his teammate, proving his desire to win. But that's not the end of the story, because Reed broke his right ankle while landing. That's how Adam Copeland got hurt. Such dangerous dive. Another spike, saved by the Usos. And what was Jimmy thinking, doing the same deadly move and breaking his big toe because of it? And what a worst case scenario for Sikoa. He found himself alone, surrounded by all 5 opponents. He fucked up. He asked for this. He ate all the finishes from these guys, including GTS into the spear, to eat defeat. So Sikoa faced his judgment day for all his sins, and it happened tonight. After long glances and stare-downs, Reigns and Punk accepted each other. They acknowledged each other's greatnesses and team effort. The main post-WrestleMania 40 Bloodline story is over right here, but there is so many aftermaths left. The personal vendetta of Roman and Solo for Ulafala. We still haven't had their one-on-one match. And what is the favor that Paul Heyman owes to CM Punk? And look at this iconic sight. The Super Dream Team greatness in one picture. But despite this happy end, it felt like something was missing. Primarily because no one even made their return. Nobody. Not even The Rock coming back to warn them all. Casual ending, but what a 10-star heated war. To sum it up, both WarGames matches lit fire inside the cage, but ended casually with no scoops, returns or surprises. Like we felt it before. Disgusting interference from Balor, shocking US title change and thunderous intercontinental good old-fashioned brawl. Saturday night's main event is not PLE, some would have that, but the next is 2 long months away, the big Royal Rumble. Also, 3 Hours of Raw on Netflix, January 6 is coming up. Who are we expecting? John Cena is confirmed. Maybe The Rock. Maybe even Brock Lesnar. Who knows? What a time to be alive and a wrestling fan. Thanks to all Canadian folks. See you yesterday.